Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a makeup for beginners tutorial. This is going to be a great look for if you're new to makeup or if you're just looking for a nice neutral simple look, then keep watching. Now I'm going to just pin my bangs back real quick because that's just what I usually do when I do my makeup. You don't want your hair like all in your face. You don't want to get foundation all in your hair, so the foundation that and I wanted to let you guys know, all of the products that I'm using today are drugstore products. I thought it would be fitting to do drugstore products because if you're new to makeup, you don't necessarily want to go and spend tons of money on makeup because it's hard to know like what you're going to like and everything. So I thought it'd be more convenient to use drugstore products today. The foundation I'm going to be using is an old favorite. It's CoverGirl Nature Luxe foundation. What I like about this and why I think it's great for beginners is it is very light, so you don't get like that caked on foundation feeling, which when you're just starting out with makeup, that's probably not a very comfortable feeling. And it's also a pretty, as far as I know, natural formulation. And I like how it goes on too. I feel like it goes on very nicely. And I'm not using any brushes today, just because I thought it would be easiest to show. Especially if you're new to makeup, you may not have a ton of brushes. Actually, I am using 2 brushes, but I just wanted to show that it can be done without brushes. The powder I'm using today is CoverGirl, and it's in Soft Honey. And I'm just putting this all over my face and my neck. Whatever you do to your face, foundation-wise and powder-wise and bronzer-wise and whatever-wise, you want to do to your neck. Of course, you don't want to put blush on your neck, but you just always want to make sure that your neck is the same color as your face, because then it just looks bad and it looks like you're wearing too much makeup. Been the only drugstore bronzer that I've found that I've liked. A lot of the time I feel like drugstore bronzers kind of come off as too orange, but this one's really nice, and this is by Rimmel, and it's a natural bronzer, and it is in Sun Goddess. I really do like this one. And I'm using my MAC 187 SE brush. And one thing I do is I kind of go in a C shape from this part of my forehead down my cheekbones, just because I feel like it helps add definition to the face, and that's also where the sun would naturally hit your face. So the goal with bronzer is you want to go over all the areas that the sun would hit your face. And it also helps to define your face. Next, I'm going to be filling in my brows, and if there's one thing I can suggest to you, it would be to fill in your brows, because I feel like it makes your makeup look that much better. Your eyebrows are very important when it comes to makeup. If you don't do anything to them or don't pluck them or anything, I highly suggest going to a salon to get them done. If I did not do anything to my eyebrows, I would have a unibrow, And so I've always been doing stuff to my eyebrows. So what you want to do is you just want to lightly go in and fill all the spaces that look sparse to you. You don't want to go crazy, and there's a little brush on the end, so you can kind of brush out if you feel like you've done it too heavily. And at first it's going to look weird. Like at first you're going to be like, this is too dark, I feel like I look crazy, but don't worry. It'll start to look more normal to you, and if you feel like it is too dark, maybe switch whatever brow powder or brow pencil you're using. Another good thing to do, even if you can't afford high-end products, is to get everything matched to your skin tones, because then at least you know what color to look for at the drugstore. Now the one thing I'm going to be using today that is not drugstore is this Anastasia Brow Gel. Now you do not need to get this, you can just use clear mascara and it's going to do the same thing for you. What this does is it kind of just helps it so that your eyebrow hairs will stay and so they won't look so crazy, and you can kind of like pinch on the ends like that and just get them to go in the direction you want. This eyebrow I've always had an issue with because when I was like 4, I shaved off my eyebrow. So this one's kind of never grown in like normal, and I always have issues with it. Just like that. Next, I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow, and this is like a holy grail product for me. It's the CoverGirl Smoky Shadow Blast, and it's the brown and nude one. I have like a million colors of them, but I love using these as an eyeshadow base all over for my base. What I like is that it takes very little effort to jazz it up. I mean, I'll be using my Sonia Kashuk palette, and I just got this at Target, and it's the Ion Neutral. And I'm going to be going in with this tan shade. It's the number 9 shade. And I'm just going to be putting that on my crease. Now, if you don't know where your crease is, it's right here. You see that? And I'm just going to be blending this in with my fingers. Just like that. I feel like, and see how much dimension that added already? Number 12. And just popping that on the outer part of my eyelid. Just right there. I'm going to be adding a little more. Just like that. I'm going to be applying concealer, and this is just the Garnier Skin Renewal Anti-Dark Circle. I believe I purchased this at Target. And just, I'm making like a tiny little check mark and going up. And then down my nose a little bit. Just like that. The reason I do down my nose is it highlights it and it can kind of make your nose look smaller. So if you're self-conscious about your nose, that's a good thing to do. And then I just pat it in and go up. But one thing that did help me a lot is the felt tip liners. This is just a gel liner, or liquid liner. And this is by Jordana, and it's the Fabuliner, and this is my favorite one that I've found so far. So, and my advice to you would be to take your time, like don't rush it. You don't want to be doing this like if you don't have a ton of time and it's your first time doing it, because it won't look good. And you want to do it thinner than you want it, because you can always go back and add more, but if you do it too thick, it's going to be hard to undo and you might end up having to redo your shadow completely. I like to start in the middle of my eye and then go in. And I'm making it thicker on the outer edge a bit. I'm not winging it today because that's a whole nother video to show you guys, but hard candy, and this is just in Living Doll. You can purchase hard candy products at most Walmarts, and that's just what it looks like. This is a baked blush, and what I do is I smile and then I'll go up. Just like that. For my lower lash, my eyeliner, I'm going to be using Wet n Wild, and this is just the blackest black. I highly suggest, if you're new to makeup, to look at the Wet n Wild brand, because their products are so cheap and you can get a lot for your money. And especially if you're new and just starting out to makeup, they're a good line to check out. Especially their eyeshadows. I feel like for what you pay, their eyeshadows are highly pigmented. Now I did it a lot thicker than I normally would, but I just wanted to show you guys real quick a trick that I do. Liner, or say you mess up on top, you can use a Q-tip and just sort of like wipe off the excess. Just like that. And for my mascara, I'm going to be going in with the Nature Luxe CoverGirl mascara. And for my lips, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Hyper Shine Gloss, and this is in Bubblegum. My hair's all crazy. And that is the finished look for you guys. I feel like it's just a simple, neutral look, perfect for if you're just starting out with makeup. And if you feel like it's too dramatic, you don't have to add the dark brown on the end, or you could even just use the eyeshadow base and just be done. But yeah, this is the finished look for you guys. And thank you for watching. I hope that this helps some beginners out there. If you like tutorials like this, just let me know in the comment bar below. And as always, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, you guys.